Hey there, I'm Lyro, I'm an Android boy VTuber and you probably already realized that something is different about my voice. I already made 2 videos about my voice, but they are a bit outdated. I mean, it has been 3 years. Wait, 3 years? That's how long I've been doing this? With mild success? Cool! I was debating if I should even do an updated quick guide for you, since I don't want to be known as the funny TTS guy. I'm more than that, you know, I'm a self-made VTuber with an art business. I stream about twice a week and create far too many short videos. But I love helping you guys out because I believe that just because I use an artificial voice, does not mean my content or myself am not worth watching or supporting. If one of the biggest VTubers on Twitch, who also uses a TTS voice, can be accepted by so many people, then I think we all deserve the same kind of acceptance. So what is this video about? TTS is a very helpful tool to humans, also known as speech synthesis. It has been used in your everyday life for a very long time. Train stations and public transport use it. Vocaloid wouldn't exist without this technology, and whatever the fuck the memes are saying.
Remember kids, never brush your teeth with shrimp paste unless you really love shrimp!
Achieving the artificial replication of the human voice is not something that exists recently, but in fact, started to take form in the 1950s and 60s with the grandpa of all speech synthesis. You probably heard and get goosebumps from, because of how creepy yet very endearing it is. And it's a tool that can help give those a voice, that don't have one, be it because of a disability, physical or mental, or by choice. I personally do this by choice. There's multiple reasons for it, mainly privacy and anxiety. I just hate my own voice and this disgusting German accent I have. It's also an elevation of the role I am playing. I mean, I love breaking your immersion, and I think I am making it very clear that I, in fact, am not a real Android boy behind this avatar, but just a passionate artist who enjoys me, Lyro, as their funny interactive project. And with that out of the way, let's get into the guide. Maybe you skipped the intro anyways. Sorry for the yapping. So, what is my secret? What software do I use? I am using VRChat STT. It stands for VRChat Speech to Text. It's an app made by Rabbit Crab, originally created for the mute VRChat community to be able to use text-to-speech in a custom speech bubble. If you do not know what VRChat is, it's a virtual reality software you can chill and hang out with other people's. It's really cool, and there's a lot of people in there that do not use their real voice, for whatever reason. And having this amazing software definitely has changed a lot of people's communication in the game for the better. I will not give you a full-on tutorial on how to use this app. There's an official installation guide for that, so please check that out. About VRChat STT. Before you download the app, you need to know that this is a paid product with a subscription or alternatively a token system. And I can already hear you all crying about prices and having to pay, but let me give you a reality check. The services the software provides simply cost money. That's a fact, and to cover these costs, the developer gave you multiple options to pay for the services. And overall, it's much cheaper than whatever you would pay if you use those services on your own, without an app that combines it all for you. If you want to do what I do, I would recommend to just get the highest Patreon tier. It includes STTS or speech to text to speech. And what's that, you ask? You speak into a microphone. The program transcribes your words into text, which will then get output as TTS voice. This way, I can use my TTS voice without typing. It has little hiccups every now and then, and sometimes the voice recognition isn't doing the best job. Lonely Odolini, Toronto Ni, Titano, Tortellini. But you can also do that in a bunch of other languages and it can also translate. So if I want, I could speak in German and VRChat STT translates and outputs it into English. But I think that's not the yellow from the egg. And yes, as I said, you can use VRChat STT in many languages, and there's a ton of voices included from different services like Microsoft, Amazon, and yes, even TikTok. In addition to that, there is also now speech to speech, which uses the 11 Labs AI voice service. I personally don't use it, so I will not dive into that topic. I prefer the traditional STTS service, because it's more reliable, stable, and the voices are definitely ethically created. How to set up VRChat STT for VTubing. Before I yap too much, I would recommend you to simply watch the official install guide, which I have linked in the description. I hate doing explanation work, when there's already a fucking guide. One important thing I need to explain is the use of a virtual audio cable, which is different now compared to my old guides. The most recent version of VRChat STT has a virtual audio cable already included. If you don't have one installed on your PC, then you can let the app install one for you. If you instead want to install one manually or need multiple like I do, you can get virtual audio cables from BB Audio. Link is in the description below. What does this virtual audio cable do, you may ask? It's simple. With this, you can reroute audio, so you can use the TTS voice as if it was a microphone input. You obviously still need a real microphone that you speak into if you want to use speech to text to speech. Then you can just pick a voice from a bunch of services as well as transcription options. For the latter I can recommend Azure, because it's very good for handling a lot of different accents. So for example, my human speaks with a heavy German accent, and ever since switching to the UK English, the accuracy has gotten significantly better. Maybe because here in Austria, we learn British English in school and that might have influenced my pronunciation of words a bit. You can also have your output set up as text source to use in OBS for subtitles. Just tick this here and then in OBS, add a new text source, add this file and there you go. Set up in VTube Studio. Because when you are using TTS for your voice, you also need to have the voice output activate your mouth movements on your VTuber model. And that's when we use the lip sync functionality of VTube Studio with the virtual audio cable. Basically, I put the audio cable output as my microphone in VTube Studio. Make sure to have voice-based control activated and my parameters for the mouth set to the following. This works with a regular model. If you are using a VBridger model, I can't really help you. I just know it's a bit more complicated to set up. Like, I know it works because my friend Nano does it, but don't fucking ask me how. The hardest part about all of this, acting. With the TTS voice, your speech is delayed, so you gotta practice to act with your model. It's very hard to achieve natural movement during the speech parts. That also can mean bobbing your head around like a maniac, just to make it look more authentic. With the acting, you are able to show emotion, even though you sound like you never felt anything in your life ever. At least you look like you can feel something. You really just have to do your best to compensate with bouncy acting. And that's the whole magic. That's how I do my voice. All I need for that is €13 a month and some hopes and dreams. Well, I hope this video was somehow helpful to you. If you need more guidance, check out the official VRChat STT website. It has a bunch of setup tutorials, and also check out the Discord server for any specific questions. I'm also lurking in there to occasionally help with VTubing related stuff, but I am not affiliated with the app itself, other than having been an annoying beta tester during some crucial development and reporting bugs every now and then. Thank you all for watching, and maybe leave a like, and subscribe, and follow me on other platforms. Tell your friends and family how cool I am. Please, I'm cool. I swear.